For more on this, Lavinia Mahit joins me live now from Port Vila. She is the acting country director for Save the Children. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. I first want to ask you about the aftermath, the destruction that we're currently seeing across the region.
Yeah, sure. So have you seen in the footages that have been shared? We've had a lot of damages to Port Vila City, especially in terms of infrastructure. We've also got our wharf that's damaged in terms of access to getting there. People are getting by day, but there is extensive damage and there's still machinery helping to clear off debris and rubble in hopes of locating people.
We have experience here with devastating earthquakes in Turkey, so I can imagine, what the country there is going through right now. In terms of the search and rescue operations, walk us through how they're being conducted and how communication is affecting it all.
Sure. So in terms of search and rescue, I cannot say too much and confirm. NDMO, the National Disaster Management Office, they are leading and coordinating. Save the Children Vanuatu, we stand ready to assist on the side with other partners such as World Vision, CARE, and of course the other bilateral governments. We have France, New Zealand, and Australia, to name a few. But surge is coming through. Planes are flying in. There's personnel and also NFI and supplies that are coming in. In terms of coordinating, we are on standby and are just waiting to get information from cluster meetings that's informing us on how we can assist and plug gaps.
Right, and the initial response to the people who are rescued is critical. I mean, the first 48 hours after that earthquake hits is of very high importance. Talk to us through the recovery efforts. How are these recovery efforts being conducted at the moment? I know it's a bit early on, but surely they've probably started given the devastation and destruction we've seen.
Yeah, so in terms of recovery, it is still quite early. Right now, it's very much dealing with the immediate response. So water is deemed one of the dire need or concern that we have here. Some of the residents in Port Vila, we've had our main water source being damaged in terms of pipes. And so we're not really looking into recovery yet. That is in the plans with NDMO to come. But for now, we are very much just focusing on the 7 days of the state of emergency. Today's day 3. NDMO will be putting out a plan soon, and we, alongside all the others, will look to coordinate and pledge our support accordingly. But recovery, as we say, will happen after the 7 days in terms of midterm and long term. For now, it's really addressing life-saving needs and getting water out to people and children, especially for us, Save the Children. We are putting the kids at the center, front and center of our response in how we support NDMO, because we know they're very vulnerable during disasters, and their needs have to be in front and center in terms of how we respond and how we explain to them how these big events can have tragic impact on their lifelong mental health, and so we're looking at addressing that and setting up things like child-friendly spaces where kids can come and be themselves, engage in some toys, some coloring book, talk to them on their level about the trauma they face, and provide hopefully some level of understanding so they can cope with this moving forward.